Kardashian is once again teaming up with Ryan Murphy, this time in a legal drama for Hulu. In real life, Kardashian has been studying to become a lawyer. On the screen, she'll star as LA's most successful divorce lawyer and the owner of an all-female law firm. Her mom, Kris Jenner, is executive producer. No word on when the new series will make its debut. Grammy winner Darius Rucker of Hootie and the Blowfish receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame this afternoon. The band, by the way, has a 44-stop tour date planned for next summer. News time, 5:39.
Pajamagram's famous naturally nude pajamas are back. A very luxurious Christmas gift for her, one that'll make you a holiday hero. This year, Pajamagram has upped the ante. How about a free, barely there, naturally nude nightie? How about $75 of savings? How about gift packaging options and quick delivery? That's an effortless 2-in-1 deluxe gift that you both are guaranteed to love. Soft and silky with barely there feel, curve caressing with a fit that's better than lingerie. Best selling for a reason. Pajamagram's naturally nude pajamas and nightie are designed to make her feel amazing and drive you wild. Now is the time to win Christmas. Now is the time to go get your special someone naturally nude from Pajamagram. But hurry, this gift sells out every year. Shop now while it lasts. Head to pajamagram.com for naturally nude pajamas and save $75 on a free naturally nude nightie.
One of the best-selling artists of all time coming to Barclays Center, and we want you to be there. Madonna, the Celebration Tour. Listen mornings all this week starting at 7:30 for your chance to win.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good evening, 49 degrees at 5:40. I'm Lori Madden, and here's what's happening. Another e-bike battery fire has claimed a life, this time in the Soundview section of the Bronx. Donald Trump intends to appeal the latest ruling that reinstated the gag order in the New York civil fraud case. A school bus driver charged with rape and kidnapping a teenager on his route in Valley Stream. He pleads not guilty. A Macy's security guard stabbed to death, another wounded during an attempted shoplifting at a store in Philadelphia. The YouTuber who purposely crashed his plane for views is on his way to prison tonight. It was a down day on Wall Street. 1010 Winds AccuWeather says partly cloudy this evening, low 39. Partly sunny tomorrow, high 44. Winds News Time 5:41. Time for expanded traffic and transit from the Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com Traffic Center. Here's Greg Rice.
Well, here is what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. City-bound George, 20 to 30 up, 10 to 15 down. There's no great way out of town. The best of the bad bunch, that's going to be the southbound side of the major Deegan Expressway. Lincoln, it's about an extra 10 in, 10 to 15 out. The outbound Holland, that's no longer the issue. That flushed out nicely. It's back in Jersey where they get you. Outbound covered roadway, inbound Skyway are awful. The Newark Bay, it's not perfect, but it's the better option. Northbound Van Wyck Whitestone Expressway, it's a slow go from the L line to the Whitestone Bridge. Clearview Throgs Neck, much better go of it. Eastbound Belt bad from Knapp Street over to Cross Bay Boulevard, and then in Queens, seemingly everything is still bad. Long Island Expressway eastbound Company out of the Midtown Tunnel deep into Nassau over to 106 and 107. Eastbound Grand Central slows from LaGuardia to Kew Gardens, and the Belt with brake lights from the Van Wyck all the way on back towards the area of Sunrise Highway. Garden State Parkway southbound side, a very tough ride to Cranford. Northbound's all jammed up, getting you into Bloomfield. Mario Cuomo Bridge is all right. It's the northbound New York State Thruway that doesn't really get better once you get into Rockland until you get beyond the Palisades. I'm Greg Rice, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
The FDNY says it was a lithium-ion battery that caused another deadly fire in New York City, this time in the Soundview section of the Bronx.
An e-bike battery charging, blocking this 10th floor apartment. As firefighters arrived, they realized the 39-year-old man was inside and he did not survive. Chief Fire Marshal Daniel Flynn says there was no smoke alarm at that site, and firefighters were really up against it when they arrived.
They're getting there and they're experiencing a very advanced fire, not like a fire that we usually have. It starts small and then it grows to a larger fire. Our response times are excellent. I would argue probably the best in the world. With these lithium-ion battery fires, the fire is so advanced it almost presents as an incendiary fire.
It's a staggering number. Year to date, 18 New Yorkers have now been killed in blazes linked to these batteries. Glenn Schuck, 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. The Bronx River houses in Soundview.
The union representing New York City firefighters protesting Mayor Adams' proposed budget cuts.
The union says the cuts affect 20 of the city's 193 engine companies, some of them the city's busiest, cutting engine staffing from 5 to 4 firefighters.
By the FDNY's own studies, having the fifth fire in an engine company can cut the time it takes to put water on the fire by 50%.
That's Uniformed Firefighters Association President Andrew Ansbro. City Hall denies that the cuts will affect response time and says they are needed because of the migrant crisis. But the union says the money being saved is a drop in the bucket.
Which in the scheme of things amounts to 1/10 of 1% of the entire budget deficit due to the migrant crisis.
Ron Stern, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM in Gramercy Park.
A fire in a Plainfield, New Jersey apartment building left multiple people injured early this morning. It erupted at 515 West 7th Street just after 4:30. The Plainfield Fire Department says the blaze went to 2 alarms. No word on a cause. Wednesday's time 5:44. Donald Trump will appeal the ruling that reinstated the gag order in his New York civil fraud case.
They say that they're suffering irreparable harm by not being allowed to criticize the judge's clerk, who they say is in the judge's ear and biased against them. Of course, the judge himself has said, this is just someone who helps me with facts of the law. It's a trusted legal advisor, and I have a right to have her up here with me.
Correspondent Graham Cates. The Nassau County District Attorney says a Queens school bus driver has been indicted on charges of rape and kidnapping of a Valley Stream student who was on his bus route. 50-year-old Giovanni Campos of Jamaica, Queens, was arraigned last week. He pleaded not guilty to the charges. He was employed by the Cheese Bus Company. Prosecutors say part of his route included Valley Stream. They also say he attacked the victim multiple times, including her at one point where he allegedly took her to his apartment. Wednesday News Time 5:45.
This holiday season at Bob's Discount Furniture, you can find the perfect gift for your loved ones' homes for under $500, under $300, or even under $100. Oh my Bob! A huge selection of complete rooms under $1,000.
Oh my
Bob! Plus a bunch of bundle and save packages ready to ship today.
Oh my
Bob! When you get the values you deserve without the holiday hassle, there's only one thing to say. Oh my Bob!
Bob's Discount Furniture. Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective. A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Uh-huh.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin. Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
1010 Wins.
I can get all my news while I drive. I like the way they present it.
I could just pull it up anywhere that I'm at any time of the day, wherever I'm going, whatever I'm doing.
I tune in at least 7 times a day. 1010 Wins.
At 92.3 FM.
I can't wait for what's next. Even with higher stroke risk due to atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Eliquis, the Pixaban tablets, reduces stroke risk. It's the #1 cardiologist prescribed blood thinner. Don't stop taking.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this evening edition of Driving and the News. For today, December 4th, 2023. As we show you some Christmas decorations. Sorry about the blurriness there on the screen. I don't know, it looks like the iPhone camera is not the best like it used to be. Alright guys, I think I've held you long enough. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me on my commute from work on this evening edition. We'll see you on the next video.